my dear students. How are you all? I hope that you are all fine. I welcome you all in my class. So today we are going to continue with our lesson, that is Jinnah Vienna, Pakistan. This is speech by Muhammad Ali Jinnah, his address to the Constituent Assembly of Pakistan. Before moving for next slides or for the text, we should recap what we have done yesterday. First of all, in yesterday's lecture, I just guided you to write down all the important points and then jot down under some headings. जब कल का लेसन हमने किया था तो उसमें मैंने आपको गाइड किया था कि कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं टेक्स्ट में दैट आर रिलेटेड विद सिग्निफिकेंट आंसर्स, उनको आप हाईलाइट करें. आई हैव डायरेक्टेड यू फॉर दैट थिंग और उन्हें जॉट डाउन करें इन योर रजिस्टर एंड आई होप सो दैट यू हैड डन दैट थिंग. ओके, so let's recap that what is this lesson about. This is a speech by Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. He got his chance to speak to the people in Constitutional Assembly. उन्होंने वहाँ पे डिफाइन किया, उन्होंने वहाँ पे एक्सप्लेन किया द फंक्शन ऑफ असेंबली टू वर्क एज एन इंडिपेंडेंट इंस्टीट्यूशन and to make code of frame of law legislation for the newly made for our homeland Pakistan. He also explored, he also talked about, he also delivered his vision, his idea about Pakistan that was all based on the ideology of Pakistan. उन्होंने अपने विजन को, अपने आइडियाज़ को भी शेयर किया that is really totally based on the ideology of Pakistan. So कल हमने इन चीज़ों के बारे में पढ़ा. Now let's move for today's topic. He continues with his speech. If you have your books with you, you may open page number 22. Okay, so he continues with that thing. I know there are people who do not quite agree with the division of India and the partition of the Punjab and Bengal. अब वो ये अपनी बात को कंटिन्यू रखते हुए कहते हैं कि मुझे मालूम है कि there are the people, those are not in favor that we should get separated from India. We should get separated homeland as Muslims. Much has been said against it, but now that it has been accepted, it is the duty of every one of us to loyal abide by it. Okay, तो उन्होंने किस चीज को बारे में कहा कि that if we have done, we should be loyal and abide by it and honorable act according to the agreement which is now final and binding on all. अब हमने अपना homeland, अब हमने अपना country, we have make it independent. Although there are the people, there is a contrast, there is a controversy that we do not want to get rather the country for ourselves by some people. ठीक है, कुछ लोगों का ये पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू था कि पाकिस्तान और एक लेदर स्टेट जो है एक फॉर मुस्लिम दैट इज नॉट अ वर्केबल आइडिया. इट इज नॉट वर्केबल. तो उन्होंने कहा कि ऐसा नहीं है. इस चीज़ के बारे में, इस कंट्रोवर्सी के बारे में बहुत कुछ कहा जा चुका है, लेकिन अब हमारी ड्यूटी क्या है दैट वी हैव टू बी लॉयल, अबाइड बाय, वी हैव टू फॉलो इट, फॉलो द लॉज, इसके ऑनरेबल एक्ट को, इसके ऑनरेबल लॉ को अकॉर्डिंग टू द एग्रीमेंट एंड बाइंडिंग हमने इसको एक्सेप्ट करना है. बट यू मस्ट रिमेंबर दैट एज आई हैव सेड दैट दिस माइटी रेवोल्यूशन, दिस gigantic massive revolution that has taken place is unprecedented. Okay, again he is repeating that this revolution is unprecedented meaning that it is extraordinary. इट इज एक्स्ट्रॉर्डनरी। तो उन्होंने क्या कहा है कि मीन हम लोगों के ने जो अभी द कंट्री वी हैव गॉट all the history is going to witness, all the people today are going to witness that this is the revolution that no one can expect. One can quite understand the feeling that exists between the two communities. Okay, underlying the two communities, what are two communities? One is Hindu, two are second are Muslims. Wherever one community is in majority and other is in minority, but the question is whether it was possible and practicable to otherwise that has been done. अब उसी कंट्रोवर्सी को, उसी कंट्रोवर्शियल इशू को वो कंटिन्यू करते हुए कहते हैं क्या ये पॉसिबल था कि दैट विद द मेजॉरिटी ऑफ हिंदू और द मेजॉरिटी ऑफ मुस्लिम और विद द मिनॉरिटी ऑफ मुस्लिम और द मिनॉरिटी ऑफ हिंदूज, with that mix and match we can just exist in the same place? No. First he is making clear about the ideology of Pakistan. He is making clear to everyone sitting there in the assembly that what was the purpose behind to get a separate homeland. एक separate homeland लेने का purpose क्या था? Because the people those are in majority or the people those are in minority, could they work together? No, it was not workable. तो उन्होंने कहा कि अगर हम इस बात को जाने that Pakistan couldn't be, or our homeland or our country couldn't be achieved because we have to go, we have to practice according to the situation, according to the idea or according to the laws that have been previously in practice. तो इन चीज़ें नहीं चल सकती थी. In these two communities we cannot go along with two nation theory for a long time. हम ये टू नेशन थ्योरी के साथ जहाँ पे both the nation have their own religious rituals, on their own customs, हम इन चीज़ों के साथ ज़्यादा देर नहीं चल सकते थे. So it was very much clear that we have to get our own homeland. A division has to take place. So he makes it clear, a division between Muslims and Hindus, between the people those want to get their homeland, one those were seeking, those were working hard to make country like Pakistan. In the same way दूसरी तरफ वो लोग जिन्होंने हिंदू इंडिया को they want to get their own homeland. तो उन्होंने कहा ये division has to take place on both sides in Hindustan and Pakistan. There is section of people who may not agree with it, who may not like it, but in my judgment there was no other solution. So he again make it very much clear to the people that why we are here, why are we making different point of views, because it was very much needed, it was an urgent issue to be solved, to be dealt with, and I am sure the future history will record its verdict in favor of it. Okay, in order to avoid the bloodshed, इसे अंडरलाइन करें प्लीज. उन्होंने क्यों इस चीज़ पे बहुत ज़्यादा emphasize किया है कि that I want to make these things to clear to the people. मैं लोगों को ये चीज़ clear करना चाहता हूँ that if they are thinking that Muslims and Hindus they can live together and they can make their country prosperous, so this idea is not going to work. क्योंकि पहले यही आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ पाकिस्तान, पहले यही सेपरेशन का दे वर मेकिंग सम रूल्स अकॉर्डिंगली कि दैट ठीक है सब कॉन्टिनेंट में हम इस सब कॉन्टिनेंट में रहने वाले बरसगीर में रहने वाले लोगों को आज़ाद कर देते हैं, नॉट बेस्ड ऑन देयर रिलीजन, बल्कि सबको दे मेक देयर इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट. Later Muslims and Hindus they realized that on the basis of their religion they couldn't exist together, so it took many years to realize that thing. And now Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah is making the people realize that this idea was not workable. To be in the same land where there all the ways of the living, all the ways of the life are totally different. So he is making history, and everyone witness that people will just see the verdict or the statements, the judgments Qaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah has made in the coming years. And then what is more, it will be proved by actual experience. Yes, actual experience. As we go on, that it was the only solution of Indians constitutional problem. Okay, underline दोबारा करो बेटा. उसके बाद that we are going to experience that it is was in fact the proper workable practical solution for to avoid all the bloodshed, to avoid all the violence. It is the guarantee of a peaceful life कि हम अपने मुल्क में रहें, हम अपने वतन में रहें, और Hindus they should get their own homeland in order to avoid all constitutional problem. देखें जब आपकी religion Pakistan was created, it was created and it just suffered from many hardships. हमने बहुत से लोगों को सेक्रीफाइस किया only to get this idea, because we cannot live, we cannot just practice, we cannot go with the laws designed by some foreign country or designed by some other religion. हमारे वे totally different थे. तो constitutional problems को avoid करने के लिए it was necessary to get another homeland. Any idea for united India could never have worked, and in my judgment it would have led us to a terrific disaster. तो इसमें उन्होंने क्लियर किया इस पैराग्राफ में कि मेरी जजमेंट में जो एक ट्रिनेशन थ्योरी है that exists and we have to get our own homeland. All the same, in this division it was impossible to avoid the question of minority began in one dominion or to the other. No, that was unavoidable. ठीक है, अब इस तरह से भी नहीं हो सकता that we are going to separate all the Muslims on one side and we are going to separate all the Hindus on another side. ऐसा भी possible नहीं है. When we are going to get, when we got our country, so there were people, those were in favor of Pakistan. There were included in Hindus or Sikhs or Muslims. इसी तरह से जब इंडिया की पार्टीशन के हवाले से भी there were people those wanted to stay there as Muslims in India, जो वहाँ पे वहाँ रहना चाहते थे. तो ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है कि that आप एक ऐसी सल्तनत या एक ऐसी स्टेट कायम करें जहाँ पे आपके you do not had the question of minorities there. ऐसा पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो इसलिए there is no other solution. No, what shall we do? We do have the minorities with us, and what is the minority in our country? That are the people related with our religion, that are Christians, that are Hindus, and that time there were Hindus and the Sikhs that were more in majority as in majority in for the minority. ठीक है, majority किस सेंस में बात करें बेटा कि अगर अदर रिलीजन की बात की जाए तो वो minorities में थे, minorities में वो शामिल थे. तो उन्होंने कहा कि अब ऐसे नहीं है कि भाई बिकॉज वी हैव sacrificed the life of many people, we have made our own country, तो अब हम ये कहें कि भाई there is no place for other people who are related with other religion. You get it? कि ऐसा नहीं पॉसिबल कि हम एक ऐसा कंट्री ले लें जहाँ पे all there would be only Muslims. No, it couldn't be possible. So there could be minorities हो सकती हैं, अक़लियत हो सकती है, that is connected with the religion. So what we have to do, so know that what shall we do now if we want to make the great state of Pakistan happy and prosperous. We should wholly and solely concentrate on the well-being of the people. Underline करें in sentences को that we should wholly and concentrate on the well-being of people, and especially the masses and the poor. If you will work in cooperation, forgetting the past, burying the hatchet, you are bound to succeed. ठीक है, अब साथ ही मैंने इस चीज़ को अपने आइडिया को रीइंफोर्स किया है कि जैसे ये पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि दैट वी आर गोइंग टू वर्क ओनली, वी विल बी ऑफरिंग rights only to Muslims, or we will be offering rights only to the people those are related with the religion Islam. सिर्फ हम मुसलमानों के लिए हमने ये कंट्री सिर्फ मुसलमानों के लिए नहीं है, यहाँ पे हर एक इंसान दैट इज हर एक वो शख्स इज वेलकम्ड दोज वांट टू लिव इन पाकिस्तान either they belong to any religion. तो उसके लिए उन्होंने क्या कहा है कि उन्होंने कहा he said that we should wholly and solely concentrate हमें besides the making the division in the religion in the custom, हमें लोगों के बारे में स्पेशली मैसेज पीपल एंड द पुअर जो लोग हैं उनके बारे में हमें अपने शहरियों के बारे में सोचना है. एंड वी हैव टू फॉरगेट द पास्ट, हमें पास्ट को भूलना है. बरिंग द हैचेट मतलब हमें जो अपने पुराने तनाज़ात हैं, हॉस्टिलिटीज़ हैं, ठीक है, हमें एंड वी हैव टू बिकम रिकनसाइल्ड और फ्रेंड. वी हैव टू सीज ऑल दोज कंट्रोवर्सीज, हमें पुराने अपनी झगड़े ख़त्म करने हैं और हमें वी हैव टू स्टार्ट विद द बिगनिंग. ओके, सो दिस वाज हिज मैसेज ऑफ पीस टुवर्ड्स ऑल, not discriminating, not dividing Pakistanis or the people on the basis of the religion. If you change our past and work together in a spirit that every one of you, no matter to what community he belongs, no matter what relation he had with you in the past, no matter what is his colors, caste or creed, is first, second and last a citizen of the state with equal right. Please underline this word, with equal right, privilege and obligations. There will be no end of progress you will make. So he just made a historical speech. He just laid down golden ideas that were workable. उन्होंने कहा just bury the past, अपने पास को दफन कर दो. No matter whatsoever the controversies, whatsoever the disputes we had been, whatsoever the conflicts that we had been facing, no, we have to just look forward to the future. We have to just see what is going to happen in the coming days. So in order to make our homeland a privileged one, it is our duty that we have to follow, we have to give the privilege to the people on equal basis, and there will be no end to the progress we are going to make. I cannot emphasize it too much. We should begin to work in that spirit, and in the course of time all these angularities of the majority and minority communities, the Hindu community, angularity क्या है बेटा? Different, a totally different angle. Okay, that's it. Disparity, differences, all these differences, all these disparity of the majority and minority community, the Hindu community and the Muslim community, because even as regard Muslim you have Pathans, Punjabis, Shias, Sunnis and so on, and among the Hindus you have Brahmins, Vaishnavis, Khatris, also Bengals, Madrasis and so on will vanish. ठीक है, तो उन्होंने क्या कहा है कि जो ही वक्त के साथ साथ ये जो हमारे टू साइड्स पे डिफरेंट एंगल्स में वी आर वर्किंग, ठीक है, एक टोटली डिफरेंट एक डिस्पैरिटी जो है मेजॉरिटी और मिनॉरिटी में ये सारी खत्म हो जाएगी. उन्होंने कहा ये डिस्पैरिटी इसी तरह से है जैसे हम अपने लेवल करते हैं, जैसे हम इक्वल रैंक्स को लेवल कर रहे होते हैं, दैट वी आर कैटेगराइजिंग आर पीपल एज पठान्स एज पंजाबी शिया सुन्नी. इसी तरह हिंदूज ब्राह्मण, ठीक है, वो खत्रीज बंगालीस अपने आप को वो कर रहे होते हैं, कैटेगराइज करते होते हैं. तो इट विल वैनिश बिकॉज देयर आर द डिस्पैरिटीज that are existing, but if we work on the same line, if we work on an equal basis, to this disparity will vanish away. Indeed, you ask me, this has been the biggest hindrance in the way of the India to attain freedom and independence. इसे भी प्लीज अंडरलाइन कर लें. क्या प्रॉब्लम रही है अगर हम देखें अपनी हिस्ट्री को, कायदे आज़म इज सेइंग कि हमने अभी तक अपना मुल्क क्यों नहीं हासिल किया था? बिकॉज ऑफ दिस डिस्पैरिटी, बिकॉज वी वर नॉट वर्किंग टुगेदर, वी वर डिवाइडेड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ आवर good high rank and the low rank. On the basis of our localities, someone is being called Shia, Sunni, Punjabi, and so on. We would have been a free people ago. Sorry, no power can hold another nation, especially a nation of 400 million souls in subjection. कहते हैं अगर ऐसा पॉसिबल होता, अगर हम ये लोग चीज़ें पहले अंडरस्टैंड कर लेते तो अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 40 करोड़ 40 करोड़ लोगों को कभी भी कोई भी couldn't make in under the subjection, कभी भी सिर्फ उसे दबाए मत रखता. Nobody could have conquered you, and even if it had happened, nobody had continued its hold on you for any length of time for this. So उन्होंने कहा कि अगर ये सारी disparities ना होती तो जो सब कॉन्टिनेंट में रूल रहा है another foreign state का, it couldn't be had not been possible for hundred of the years. It could have been possible for one day, for some years, but for not centuries and the centuries. Therefore, we must learn a lesson from this. You are free. You are free to go to your temples. You are free to go to your mosque or to any other place of worship in the state of Pakistan. You may belong to any religion or caste or creed that has nothing to do with the business of the state. So again, he highlights the idea of the equality, highlights the idea of enjoying the right as Pakistanis. It doesn't matter that whomsoever religion do you belong, either you're Hindu, either you're Sikh, either you're Muslim, but you belong to state. Okay, so you have to go, you may go wherever you wish into your worship places. No, I think we should keep the faith that in front of us as our idea, and you will find that in course of time Hindu would cease to be Hindus and Muslim would cease to be Muslims. Not in religious sense is very important. This paragraph is in fact related with the previous one, so I will explain with the previous one, right? Not in the religious senses, because that is the personal faith of each individual, but in the political senses as citizens of state. Underline this as well, as citizens of state. ठीक है, इसे भी underline आप करें. अब previous से हम connect करते हैं. previous से क्या connect करते हैं कि that let's go back. जब उन्होंने कहा कि आप wherever you want to go for your worship place, whatever religion you belong to, you may go because you are worshipping in the state of Pakistan. This has nothing to do with your religion, but it is the business of the state to ensure कि आप अपने religious जो rituals हैं, customs हैं, उनको properly practice कर रहे हैं. So actually, what does he want to say when he says Hindus would be ceased to be Hindus and Muslim would be ceased to be Muslim? That one day will come that all the people जिस भी किसी मजहब से वो ताल्लुक रखते हों, they would be recognized, they would be identified as Pakistanis. ठीक है, तो हिंदू और मुस्लिम जो माइनॉरिटी मेजॉरिटी का एक कॉन्सेप्ट है वो भी खत्म हो जाएगा. हर कोई आज़ाद है अपनी मजहबी तशख़्ख़ुस के लिए, अपनी रिलीजियस आइडेंटिटी के लिए. He is not promoting that idea कि that religion is only a matter of private interest. ऐसा नहीं है. वो सिर्फ ये कह रहे हैं कि this is the responsibility of the state कि आप अपने rights को, आप अपनी religious practice को continue कर सकें और आप थोड़ा सा remind करें. So these were the things. So what is his vision? कायदे आज़म का विजन क्या है? दैट इज बेस्ड ऑन द आइडियोलॉजी ऑफ पाकिस्तान, जिसमें क्या है कि आपको रिलीजियस लिबर्टी हासिल हो टू प्रैक्टिस योर रिलीजियस रिचुअल्स, टू प्रैक्टिस योर कस्टम्स, टू प्रैक्टिस योर ऑल द डीलिंग विद द रिलीजियस मैटर्स. तो उन्होंने इसी चीज़ को कहा है कि फिर इसके बाद बिकॉज दैट इज द पर्सनल फेथ इन ईच इंडिविजुअल, बट इन द पॉलिटिकल सेंसेस citizens of the state, he has reinforced the idea in the political sense, not in the religious sense, not in the personal sense, but he has practiced this idea in the political sense. Right. Articulating जो उन्होंने political sense में ये बात की है कि Muslim would be ceased to be Muslims and Hindu would be ceased to be Hindus, उन्होंने political एक उसमें सेंस बात की है, रिलीजियस सेंस में बात नहीं की. एंड इक्वल राइट्स ऑफ मुस्लिम्स को इक्वल राइट्स ऑफ एवरीवन, उन्होंने इस चीज़ को इंश्योर किया है. वेल जेंटलमैन, I do not wish to take up any more of your time, and thank you again for the honor you have done to me. He again pays his sense of gratitude for all. I shall always be guided by the principle of justice and fair play without any, as put in the political language, prejudice or ill will, or in other words, partiality or favoritism. दोबारा से reinforce करते हैं वो अपनी idea को कि that I will be all the time will be guided by the principles of justice and fair play. I will not, as in political language, okay, my all the policies, my all the words will be based on the fair judgments, not on the based on favoritism or prejudice and partiality. My guiding principle will be the justice and complete impartiality. इसे भी underline करें, उनके guiding principles क्या हैं? Justice, fair play, equal and complete impartiality, and I am sure that with your support and cooperation, I can look forward to Pakistan becoming one of the greatest nations of the world. And he is again saying that I can look forward to Pakistan becoming. Okay, so let's sum up all the lesson that he has made it an end to his speech. He made an end to his speech by thanking the people again, and then by laying down some principles, some rules by which we can just make our country prosperous. And he had declared it that we can make our country prosperous, one of the biggest nation in the world, if we are going to follow all these rules that are impartial, based on impartiality, justice, and all these matters in terms of the political language. So let's sum up our lesson for today. This was all for the text. These are the difficult word meaning that has been written for you all. This is also again in your written, and this has been shown in your textbooks as well. So these are all the word meaning. Let me conclude again for you all that the speech is based on some fundamental principles that comprise मोहम्मद अली जिन्ना विजन ऑफ पाकिस्तान. ठीक है, कुछ फंडामेंटल प्रिंसिपल्स पे हैं that are based that we must have our sovereign and powerful federal legislature. हमें अपने कुछ कानून बनाने हैं. उन कानून बनाने के लिए we have to frame a constitution. हमने एक आइन साजी करनी है और उसके मुताबिक हमने फैसले करने हैं. गवर्नमेंट की सबसे पहली ड्यूटी क्या है? लॉ को मेंटेन करना, ऑर्डर को मेंटेन करना, और सबकी अपनी पूरी जो कौम है, नॉट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द रिलीजन, उनकी इक्वलिटी को इंश्योर करना. Then he advised that we shouldn't go with our legacy that has been, we have inherited certain social evils, हमने उनको अवॉइड करना है. और एंड में फिर उसके बाद वो उस कॉन्सेप्ट को, पाकिस्तान की टू नेशन थ्योरी को फिर रीइंफोर्स करते हैं और एक गोल्डन रूल या प्रिंसिपल तय करते हैं कि देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी डिस्क्रिमिनेशन ऑफ मेजॉरिटी कम्युनिटी एंड माइनॉरिटी कम्युनिटी. ऑल द सिटीजन्स ऑफ पाकिस्तान मस्ट इंजॉय इक्वल राइट्स. उनको इक्वल राइट इंजॉय करने हैं, इक्वल प्रिविलेजेस इंजॉय करने हैं ऑन द पॉलिटिकल बेसिस, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द स्टेट. उनको उनकी आइडेंटिटी ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ रिलीजन हमने नहीं करना, बट ऑन एज अ inhabitant of our country we have to give them all their rights. Okay, so rule of the justice and fair play and no influence on one another for favoritism, that were all the golden principle that has been laid down by our great leader Qaid Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Okay, so students, compile all the important points, and in the coming lesson we will be discussing all these important points one by one. Thank you so much. Take good care of you. May you just be in Allah's aman. Allah Ta'ala आप सबकी हिफाजत करे. Allah Hafiz.